And we are back. Welcome back to the Good Luck Show. If you ain't noticed, we got two new people on the couch. You know, these two beautiful black queens. We have the beautiful Miss Jameelah. We have the beautiful Sauce, aka Saucy. That's what I like to do. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. And you know what I'm saying? So, ladies, first of all, how are y'all doing today?
Great. Glad to be here.
Great. I'm glad that y'all are here. Y'all look amazing. So we're going to jump right into it. Have y'all ever acted before?
No. I've only taken one acting class way back in the day, but as far as doing something official, no.
Okay. Jameelah, what about you? Have you ever acted before?
Never acted.
When y'all see that, y'all gonna be like, cool. But so what was your first reaction, Sauce, when they presented you with this opportunity?
So funny story.
Funny
story.
I love a good funny story.
You want to be funny? Okay. All right.
So no, I'm gonna keep it brief. I'm gonna keep my team brief. Okay. So I was in the room when Snook asked Bluez to be a part of the show. But, you know, being a creative, I know how it is having somebody sweat you about being a part of something that they weren't even talking to you about.
Right.
So in my head, I was like, you know, me and Snook were cool at the time, but we definitely weren't as close as we are now. So I was like, I'm not going to sweat that man into adding me to his show because he was not talking to me. So I was like, okay, if he asks me, like, I'll say yeah, but if he don't, like, I'm just not going to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So when he first was trying to cast me as the ex-girlfriend, I was only supposed to show up for maybe like 1 or 2 episodes. And I was cool with that because I was like, I get to talk drunk to Snook and it's in the script. Sign me up. But sign me up. But long story short,
afterwards.
not at all. But long story short, the young lady who was going to play Snook's girlfriend was not able to. So the day before shooting, Days and Snook called me and was like, "Hey, so we got to deliver. Do you think you can play Nikki? Like, have you been reading her part?" And ironically, I did read Nikki's part, so I already knew some of the lines. So it was no question. I was like, yeah, I get to come back again. Yeah.
Run it back.
So I was excited.
Yeah.
Nah, that's super dope. What about you, Jameelah? What was your initial reaction to, you know, this opportunity to act and show another talent that you have?
After she answered this, I gotta add something because it's an intricate part. But go ahead, please, sis.
So before I was asked to come to your premiere first, right?
For sure.
As I'm in there, I was sitting next to Salty. I'm like, ninjas is up. Like, we're in a movie theater. Like, this feels good.
Right.
And I'm watching it. I'm just like, this look good. Mind you, I'm not really knowing what I'm watching besides it's for you.
Right.
I'm like, okay, this is good. So we walk out. I'm like, oh, let me ask you a question. He asked me. I'm like, oh, because he was like,
like this? Yeah.
Oh, yes. Mind you, never acted a day in my life, you know, besides acting like I didn't want a whooping. But never acted a day in my life. But I'm like, I want to do that.
So you was just excited, ready to go.
Right.
That's what's up, Snook?
And the critical thing about that for me was I knew when I had to ask her because I had been connecting with Bluez a lot at that time. You know, it's just different things I was trying to make happen or whatnot. And a lot of it was falling through, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, unbeknownst to me, just shady, you know, venue owners, things of that nature. So I had this feeling of, dang, the multiple things I tried to get her to be a part of have fallen through. So I'm like, I cannot ask her to be a part of the show, but I'm having something tangible to prove that we not out here playing.
Nah, for sure.
So I knew for a fact, once we locked everything in for the good, the bad, and the lucky, I was like, oh, I'm asking her as soon as it's over.
We got leverage.
Yeah.
We got leverage now.
I'm asking her as soon as it's over. And that's exactly what it was. And it was crazy because like Saul said, you know, they were together. So I did. Like, I just walked up to them. You know, like just like hey, like I don't even want to stop y'all's conversation, but Blue, let me give you this real quick. You know, boom, boom, boom. And at that time, I had no clue that there was gonna even be any. Because all we knew was it's gotta be resembling enough of my life to where, you know, it's like relatable.
Right.
I've got a little sister. So I'm like, you know what? Like, this is my opportunity to have somebody who I think, first of all, too, you know, you don't typically get like chocolate, you know what I'm saying? Like, tone, you know what I mean? And so I knew I was like, yo, like, she's perfect for that. I'm like, you know, like, I feel like that casting makes sense. To say that's my little sister is not like too far of a stretch, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I knew that for sure. So yeah, man, I brought it to it. Yeah, it was love from the moment. Yeah,
that's super dope, man.
Yeah.
Just seeing you ladies, you know, in that element, you know what I'm saying? Just knowing you from other things, you know, Sauce, you rapping, Bluez, I know you rapping, you into fashion, you're into fashion, and just seeing y'all, I'm like, I try not to be fanned out. I try not to be fanned out, but when I see these ladies in the inside, I'm like, oh my God, it's them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, y'all are so down to earth and so cool. And you can see that on the set. You can see that on the set. So Sauce, being Snook's girlfriend in the show, y'all interaction together, how was that? How did Snook make you feel in that? Did he make you feel comfortable? Were you nervous? You know, how did he make you feel in y'all scenes?
You laughing a lot.
A lot. Because we done talked about this. So, like I said, me and Snook were cool before, but obviously he put in the effort for us to get like really close. But I just always said, I was like, yo, right after I agreed to be Nikki, I was like, Snook is like my brother. I gotta play his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, what did I get myself into? Because we're just never. Obviously, he's on the West Coast. I'm over here, so we don't get to have a lot of physical interaction. So, like, he had to help break me out of like that awkwardness. Like, you're too close to me, and it's like, oh yeah, like I have to like lean into that now. But I think the closer and the more we talk, it's not as weird anymore. But I would say like first episode to like the last episode, you'll definitely see like a lot of growth.
See the comfortability.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of growth.
And I'll say too, for the first episode, you know, we intentionally wrote it a way to where it could accommodate her having to adapt to the character so quickly, you know. So but then as you see the season go on, you know, she clearly is in far more, you know, different locations with much more different lines, and her interaction with Kia as well as myself and stuff. And like Days and I say, you know, when it comes to a character in the cast who's the polar opposite of who they are in real life,
right?
It's Sauce's character. Nikki is like very, very like far opposite end for who she is in real life, and she leaned into that character and made it her own, like so well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she definitely, like you would never know watching the show that it's like, oh, like you don't be like that in real life. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so now, like, you know, and that's for the both of them. Like to be acting for the first time, phenomenal jobs.
Jameelah, do you have any siblings?
I do.
You do? Are you the older or the youngest?
The baby on my mom's side, in the middle, my dad's side.
You're in the middle? Okay, so you do have older siblings.
I do.
All right, so how was it playing Snook's younger sister? You know, did you kind of use your experience as a younger sibling to, you know, embody that character?
I definitely used my experience. I definitely did. But also, Snook let me know, which I'm glad he let me know, that he would be kind of reaching out a little bit more so we can kind of get to know each other. So that when we were acting in front of the camera, it wasn't so much acting. It was just natural, because now we know each other. I'm little sis, that's big bro now. Like, for real. So he made it really easy to do that. And of course, like I said, I use my experience, how I would play around with my siblings, especially my brothers, because I do have brothers. So how I would talk junk to them or feel like what's theirs is mine. Definitely use that experience.
Nah, that's super though. Like I said, I really enjoyed, like I said, the couple of episodes that I was there, you know, to see. I really enjoyed y'all interaction. And I don't think a lot of people really know behind the scenes, like, you know, you communicating with the ladies and making them feel comfortable, because a lot of people don't really realize that, you know, that it takes that type of communication, to be able to get that type of cohesiveness on set. So that's super dope that you took the time to make sure that they were 100%,
bro. One thing that Days and I talk about a lot is on-camera chemistry. Right. Me and his was the one that we were the least worried about, right? You know, we've got 15 years of friendship behind us. Like we knew that was going to be there. That was going to be the easiest part. It was going to be everything else, because a lot of times you can only hope that, first of all, the group meshes together well. You can hope for that, right? But it doesn't always happen. They're not always close. I can say that our core six is so close, and I love it, you know. And I got to see it, and I knew too, with them being, you know, young ladies. I said there's going to be a level of making them comfortable that's going to translate on camera for sure.
Yeah.
And so I let them both know that. I said, hey, like I said with Blue, I'm like, you know, like I'm gonna just check in with you just on some regular stuff. And this will, not only is this because I want it to look good on camera, but I want to learn you too.
Yeah. I think it's a genuine. That's how you do. You do that with me. Hey, look, just checking in, bro. So I know it's genuine.
100%, bro. 100%.
Nah, that's what's up, man.
But it helped, and it showed in the best way. Like I said, I could have only hoped that it would have went this well, and it surpassed what I was hoping for, bro.
No, that's
100%.
No, that's what's up, man. Like, again, can't wait to see this.
Yes, sir.
Sauce, you did an amazing job for what I saw. Jameelah, you did an amazing job. Thank y'all so much for coming and spending this time with me and to give us a little bit more insight on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am Wordplay Luck, and this is the Good Luck Show, and we will be back